Yo, what's goody YTBC? What's good, fight fans, boxing heads around the world? Be Marsh with another boxing video. So this is my post-fight review for this fight. We had this WBO featherweight title fight between the title holder Oscar Valdez, undefeated, facing Miguel Marriaga, guy from Colombia who has only one loss on his career. Well, now it's two, but I'm gonna get into that in a sec. You know what I mean? He had only one loss prior to the man Nicholas Walters at featherweight. Alright, now this was a good fight right here, you know what I mean? Um, I expected it to be a close fight like I picked in my prediction. And this man, Oscar Valdez, he sneaks out with a victory. You know what I mean? Round one, both guys are throwing stiff jabs. The man Valdez is following up with a right hook and straight right overhands. Round two, I gave it to Valdez as well. He's jabbing. Mariaga's loading up, you know what I mean? Power shots, and he's also connecting. Round three, Mariaga's loading up. That was his mostly what he was doing because his jab wasn't quite as effective. Mariaga's it wasn't effective like Oscar Valdez. You know what I'm saying? But round three, Mariaga's loading up. Valdez is on his bicycle. You know what I mean? Mariaga's landing hooks and body shots, and I gave that particular round to Marriaga. Round four was a close round, you know what I mean? Marriaga catches Valdez with a 1-2. And, the man finally, um, Oscar Valdez in that round four, which was a close round, he starts to throw power shots. For the most part, from round one through three, he was just throwing jabs, just trying to be a pretty boxer in there, you know what I mean? While Marriaga was the one loading up and throwing power bomb shots, you know what I mean? Power hooks and all that. Round five, Valdez body shots, clean power shots set up by the jab from Valdez, you know what I mean? He's effective with his lateral movement, but Marriaga's following him. Marriaga kept a tight high guard, that was his defense for the night, keeping that tight high guard, and he was hard to hit, you know what I'm saying? Valdez wasn't catching him clean, although Valdez was throwing some power shots. Now I said from round four on downwards, you know what I mean? But he was hard to hit, you know what I mean? Round six, Valdez, nice punch selection. He had a nice punch where he threw a right hook followed by a right uppercut straight down the line. You know what I'm saying? And that was some nice punch selection right there. Right hook to the body, then a right uppercut. Marriaga was blocking a lot of shots too. You know what I mean? But that was also a close round, and I gave that particular round to Valdez. Valdez round seven. Round seven was a close round too. You know what I'm saying? The man Valdez, strong right hands. He's landing flush. He's moving with a purpose, and he's actually landing shots while he's fighting on the back foot. You know what I mean? Marriaga landed fewer shots. You know what I'm saying? But he was keeping his high guard, keeping that tight defense. You know what I mean? Because that was the best part to me of Mariaga's game. Besides the fact that he only throws one punch at a time. There were some instances where he did throw combination shots, but the man was definitely throwing the more power shots. The more telling power shots in there. You know what I mean? The man, Oscar Valdez, like I said in the prediction, he got the faster hands and the faster hand speed. But he was being given trouble all night by Marriaga, man. Marriaga ain't come to lay down. And Marriaga was taking some hellacious shots to the face, man. You know what I'm saying? For the few times he did get hit, because it seemed like he would lose focus a little bit, and that's exactly what happened. Was it round 9 or round 10? Round 9 was, I think, round 10. Round 10, the man Valdez drops the man Marriaga. Marriaga got into a comfort zone. You know what I mean? He was just letting off combination shots, with a purpose, somewhat. You know what I mean? Because most of them were missing. And while I can't even call it an exchange, the man Valdez was showing his body movement, his head movement to duck all them kind of combination shots. Then he catches the man Marriaga with a vicious left hook. Boom! He ain't even see it coming. You know what I mean? He ain't see it coming at all, and he got laid down. Boom! He fell on his ass, man. He ain't see that left hook coming. It was kind of like that Amir Khan and Danny Garcia, how he hit Amir Khan with that left hook, you know what I'm saying? It was sort of around the ear and the neck area, you know what I mean? And the man goes down, you know what I'm saying? By round 11 and 12, I gave both of them rounds to the man Marriaga, you know what I mean? He was on the front foot, coming forward, applying pressure. Valdez wasn't letting his hands go, you know what I'm saying? He was actually being overwhelmed by the pressure that the man Marriaga was put in through round 11 and 12. You know what I'm saying? So those were two rounds that I did give Marriaga, you know what I mean? All in all, this was a good fight, a great test, man, a great test for the man Oscar Valdez, you know what I mean? If anybody knows Marriaga, Marriaga's a tough fighter, you know what I mean? And, I had Marriaga losing this fight, but barely, you know what I mean? 7 rounds to 5, my scorecard was 115 to 112. Why 112? Because of that knockdown in round 10, you know what I mean? But I could easily see this fight going a draw, you know what I mean? Because I had 2 swing rounds in there, you know what I mean? And on anybody's scorecards, they could interchange, you know what I'm saying? But I had it 115 to 112 for Oscar Valdez, you know what I'm saying? It could have easily been a draw, you know what I mean? There was 2 rounds, like I said. I gave one to Marriaga and I gave one to Valdez, you know what I'm saying? 2 close swing rounds, I believe like around round 4, round 5, what they're about, you know what I mean? But all in all, man, Oscar Valdez did get tested. I'm not gonna say he looked terrible. I just think Marriaga's a good contender, you know what I'm saying? I think guys like Oscar Valdez could possibly beat guys like Lee Selby. Could he beat a Gary Russell Jr.? That I'm not too sure yet, you know what I'm saying? Could he beat Leo Santa Cruz? That I'm not too sure yet neither, you know what I mean? But I'd love to see these fights, man. Every single title holder in every division for 2017. That should be the MO. They should have to unify. You know what I mean? They got to get a unification fight. Even at least Jamel Charlo, after knocking out Charles Hatley, he says he wants Jarrett Hurd. Can't be mad at that. Jarrett Hurd is a title holder. Got the IBF. That'll be a unification fight. And that's what all these guys should be trying to push for, you know what I mean? Oscar Valdez, I wish this fight was on regular HBO. It's actually a good card, you know what I mean? Got to see the debut of Shakur Stevenson. Got to see Gilberto Ramirez defend in his first defense of his WBO super middleweight title. You know what I mean? So, it was a good card, man, and big ups to Marriaga, man. Marriaga could, on some people's scorecards, I'm sure they probably had this fight a draw or Marriaga slightly winning, probably 114 to 113, and I wouldn't be actually mad at that score. Same way I wouldn't be mad at 114, 113 for Valdez, or even 115, 112. Either way, man, it was a close fight like that, you know what I mean? So big ups to both of these combatants, and they came through, and we shall see what's next for the man Oscar Valdez, you know what I mean? Hopefully Marriaga, his stock kind of rose because he actually gave this man a good fight, you know what I mean? Be Marsh Boxing, leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and I'm going to catch you on the next vid. I'm out. One. Peace.